Welcome back, everybody, for the Witchlight After the Show, Chapter 2, Part 8, The Hither.
Dude, I didn't think we were making that alive. Those things hit so hard. Those nights were crazy, man.
I mean, I don't know what I was expecting. I really was not expecting that.
Okay, so this shows you how bad the death trap is that we backed out of, because that scene, there's the 6 bullywugs on either side. You go to that map and you see what I have covered up. Let's see here. It was called the Soggy. So this is Soggy Customs is what I called it.
So like Soggy Bottom Court?
Yep, because they have the Soggy Bottom Court.
Oh, here we go. I got to see this. So this is a very ominous place to pull in. Like when you said we came into this cove, I'm like, there's nothing good here. And then all of a sudden there's 6 bullywugs on each side.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
And they can conjure 1 frog moth.
Get the
So now you know how deadly this was that you guys got out of with the random luck of the D4 rolls.
Oh my gosh.
Bumping back and forth, staying in the fog. You guys were able to navigate this and get out. This was your first big break of the episode.
They're all elevated too, right?
Yes, they're all elevated on either side.
Oh my God.
Talk about fish in a barrel.
Yeah, this is bad. This is
in a barrel.
This is the bad encounter. You want to get through and do what you guys did, which was break on through to the other side.
Oh, well, I'll tell you from a character level, Ferlin has a lot more respect for Gaston from this situation right here. He kind of knew that we were in the shit, and he's been giving Gaston grief for all his blustering bullshit. But he literally put his faith in his middle manager, and he carried him through.
I mean, I helped. I mean, it was a group effort, but
still,
no,
you led the helm on that. Like that was.
I mean, let's be real though. It ultimately came down to fucking D4 chance. I mean, we did all of that group work, but it was down to those last 2 ones on those D4s.
It was rough.
Oh my gosh.
Never wanted one so much in my life.
I mean, going the struggle from getting from point A to point B, and it's like, okay, because the way I think of it as a player is like, okay, how much what are our options, right? And RoBear will have to, depending on what happens on screen, right, and how our rolls go. But I was like, okay, we get out of this encounter. Do we get out of the next encounter? How does this work? And then we get to the big swamp, and then all the shit just pops up, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, how are we supposed to get through this? And then it's like super hard rolls that we barely squeaked out to pass
22,
all of that.
28 or something like that.
Burn all of our inspos, every bit that we got.
Yeah.
Smoke them if you got them. And we got an encounter
just to
at the
get
end.
to the end, and the encounter at the end was incredibly hard still. Even though we had a really good start, it was still incredibly hard. So I think okay, how much worse is it then? Instead of this section of the story, if you want to call it, being we got him and now maybe we go get a balloon and we're straight there or whatever, it would have been, okay, we've got customs and we've got after customs and then we've got the jail. So we've got 4 fights potentially that, we could have bypassed, which to me is the craziest thing about all of this, is that we were able to ninja our way through and
with a centaur and an orc. Able to pull off fucking stealth checks to get all the way
those spells. Gotta love those spells. But yeah, the end, I was like, man,
tools. I mean, that's what it is.
We're killing this right now. This is great. That first half of the combat, I was like, man, we're slaying this. This is gonna be awesome. And then it was like, oh.
Well, think about what would have been without that surprise round.
Oh yeah, it would have been bad.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if we walk out of that.
Had 80 points of damage between you and Marceau. I mean, without that would have been.
Dice has a way of being a dick too. We rolled a ton of 1s there. All of a sudden, in the middle, we get fucking swallowed. It's like, oh my shit! Here we go.
Double 20s. When was the last time we saw a double 20? What
been a minute since we saw a double 20.
Oh my gosh! And on the enemy team too. Ugh.
We needed that charm, man. We needed to get. We need to get one of those off.
Saving.
That charm was clutch.
Unreal.
Much needed.
And it's not very often where you can use it. Charm needs to be placed where it's a high wind scenario in most of my campaigns. These guys were legendary, but they're pretty dumb. So, you get the benefit of the doubt on it. You can't banish them outright, but you can do this. And we got lucky.
Hit like a truck.
Nobody else hit it. And we were able to use it at the proper time. Anything else, it would have got swatted and probably woke up right then and there.
Yeah, I actually think based on like how many there were and like if we don't get that surprise round and that first round goes well and he doesn't get that charm, like I don't know if we make it out of that. Like to be honest, like,
and we're in a bad spot to not come out on top on that encounter. Like so that's a real bad spot.
High stakes, but it came out working well because again, like another thing that I keep having to remember is like on Eberron or on Baldur's Gate, our characters are like 12 or whatever, and here we're still 8. So it's like, I don't have that extra like cushion for like these rolls I'm making. It's like I gotta hit these or it's gonna get bad real quick.
By the way, level up.
Snap!
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
Wouldn't be a level up without Tim knowing.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
You fell asleep, Brucie.
Hey, you know what? It's worth it. We found Eleanor. We got her.
Found Eleanor. She's a little banged up, but you know what? Like,
made it over the bridge. We're good.
Gonna fix it, and
That was such a good reference. I loved that.
You say poor Toby, I say poor Russ.
We're gonna make somebody's gone in 60-second fucking dream when they see this on YouTube.
Oh my God, I can't believe we actually worked out.
I'm a little tired, I'm a little wired, and I think I deserve a little appreciation.
Coming from you, it was perfect. Some people actually thought that was just Adam, and I love it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's me. I go method, I guess.
It's me.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Innate Indomitable.
So
Oh, yes.
Here we are. Willywog in tow. Prison break. Bullywogs are going at it. By the way, you could get lost in the sauce in this chapter. There's 18 different locations in it. We don't need that.
Gosh.
I tried to take all the pieces and just shove it together. We don't need high political drama between frogs. I tried to make it as simple as we could. They're having at it. Whatever the hell, whoever wins the swamp wins the fucking swamp.
Are you gonna do rolls for who wins this swamp battle?
Good question.
All the pins.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's choices that we make. I mean, like us freeing him and wiping out some of that troop is helpful, but
we still have to float up in a hot air balloon past a giant fucking frog to get to Barvlona's fucking house in the middle and float past the royals. We got a minute.
Ugh.
Like
So
our
this
journey to get
Willywog
up there
is the same. It's like the twin of the one that Sir Talavar flew with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
this is the one that went to jail. The other one got free and then got messed up on the other side of the map.
But they were both invested in Sir Talavar.
Yes, both invested in Sir Talavar's cause.
Right. Oh man, what is that piece? Right, because like, how are they tied in with Sir Talavar? What was he doing? I mean, I know he was here trying to work on.
He was surveying from the Sealy court. He was trying to see why the fuck no one's responding back from Prismere. Sealy court sends him as an emissary. What the fuck has gone over here? Barvlona has the fucking bullywogs capture him, and he's held so word doesn't get back.
Right.
A couple of bullywogs are sympathetic and is like, this is bullshit because they're on the other side.
Makes sense.
So that's the other part, right? We are down a potential or like a combat ally with we made the play of sending him back to finish that report. So all of these combats have been down a fighting ally with the hope that pays off on the
He
later.
wasn't terribly strong to begin with. Had he been a real like, and I made him buff and stuff,
right.
It'd be a different story. But there's
Still fairy dragon.
there is more story to tell with Sir Talavar, and like all things in the Fae, the story is never over.
No.
Yeah, and and I think there'll be a big benefit to that because we went through a lot to get him to go back and report that. So there will be some cool things happening in the future, I'm sure, with that, which I'm excited for.
The return of Sir Talavar.
There's also the voice of Sir Sequinch and Sir Talavar, and anything that has a Sir, this is the voice that you get.
Of course.
What do you expecting me?
The other way.
Tally
This is who
ho!
I am. This is all I can do. Tally ho.
Tally ho!
Poor ho.
This is it. We pushed to the end, boys. Finally
So
getting out of fucking Hither Swamp.
How many chapters are there? Are you allowed to share?
Well, there's the three different
tell.
hacks, you know?
Okay.
That means you're a third through. And I don't think they're as big as this fucking bog was. I don't think the other ones are, or there at least is not as much verbiage. But you know, hey,
We'll find out.
This bog has been amazing considering what we've done in it since we've landed here, and I love it.
Yeah.
Has there been anything I don't feel like there's been anything we've not done.
I did most of the stuff in this chapter, or at least abbreviated it through.
Right. Got the story bit in.
Think about all the cool places we've been and done, and surfing with the fucking walking mountain and the shit demon.
Oh my gosh.
Very
And the
Narnia
Heron
in this chapter. It got real
Very
Narnia in parts.
That must be why I love it, because I mean that's part of what I love about storytelling is Narnia and just the hooks that it puts into you.
This is a lot of fun. This has been a fun fucking module, but I'm glad we're progressing and we're gonna get into more of the meat and the potatoes of why we're getting here. We did fucking beach.
That's gonna be great.
I got
Something just popped into my head. Why does this campaign fit so well with pop culture references? I don't know why it does, but it just seems
because it's
like
slapstick. It's like you don't have to be serious because it's fucking carnies in the Feywild,
right.
So you can cut back more and break the fourth wall more. If we want to get super serious, you can have a moment where you get down with it. And also it's us. It's just our group cutting up, having a good time. We're not shitting on anybody else's fun when we have it. We all play in other super serial campaigns. And
super serial guys.
This is the fun one, you know. It's
the cut back and relax, and and
definitely
like
got down with the
best part is turn it on if you need to have those serious moments, and then
the Viagra joke for hold on, I need 18 seconds after the Big Mac. That I died. I was genuinely broken from that.
It's like, let's do it. And I'm like, wait, I need about 18 seconds.
Is here when the time is right. I need to activate.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, fuck.
Man, I wish I had more of those arrows. I was like, that thing was awesome.
It is.
You definitely had the Cialis arrow. It definitely spewed fire out all over everybody.
Gave you joy for at least 24 hours for sure.
If all your campaigns were this zany, it wouldn't have near the impact. But this
it'd be too much. Yeah.
This is cool. This is fun.
So fun.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the first big bad. You know, it's the first time I'm really gonna read ahead of time this weekend and see what that beach is all about.
And now that I know that I can speak like Kylo Ren, I will always forever be in your head. If you want to join the order, say the word.
Yes, I want to join. Bring me in. I'm ready.
Yes, the Daddy's Club. What was that, Daddy? Welcome to Kylo Daddies.
I'm not a daddy. I'm a zaddy. Let's go.
Red Knight.
Every time I make these jokes, I look down to read chat and I realize the chat's not here. I'm used to the
I need that
acceptance.
feedback to justify what I'm doing right now.
How often are you catching yourself doing that in real life now? Too,
All the time. They posted a picture of me in my old setup from when I played Destiny the first time on
I
Twitch.
saw Bass's post about that.
How
Yeah.
dare they?
Yeah, my vertical monitor that doesn't get used, that doesn't happen.
I fucking love the vertical monitor, man.
Hate it. But
Oh, it's so helpful.
that's enough for this evening. Hope you guys enjoyed the after banner. Appreciate you. We will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Kylo Ren. I'm ready for the next time we meet again.